right philosophy, you got to have the right policies, you got to be able to make good decisions and execute. Execute. Okay, so let's just run through them. Barack Obama's got the right philosophy. He knows that America only works best from the ground up, not from the top down. We've had 8 years of top down, thank you very much, and it did not work. And don't you kid yourself. That's why you went from 22.7 million to 4 million jobs. That's why we went from family incomes going up $7,500 a year across all racial and regional lines to family incomes going down $2,000 after inflation. That's why we're in trouble, because it was a top-down country for the last 8 years. 90% of the benefits of this decade went to the top 10%, over 40% to the top 1%. Look, I'm not against rich people. I'm one of them. And I love saying this because I never had a nickel to my name, but I want to tell you something. Anybody that's in our income group ought to be willing to pay our fair share of taxes and ought to want the tax relief and the education funds and the health care funds to go to the people that need it to build a middle-class country. And anybody who doesn't hadn't been thinking straight. This is a bottom-up society. So check the box for Obama. He's got the right philosophy. Number two, policies. I read them all. You remember how people used to make fun of me for being a policy wonk? President Clinton's so boring, he's off here talking about the detail. Next thing I know, he'll be telling me how my car works. Let me tell you something, folks. You want somebody that knows something about policy now, don't you? It's not some esoteric, boring subject anymore, is it? Okay, so you heard these debates. I'm telling you, I've read all the policy positions. The Obama policies on the economy, on energy, on education, and on health care are better. On health care, they're light years better. It's, he's got a policy that's going to make health care affordable to everybody and will actually bring the cost down over the next few years and get out of some of this nightmare. This is disgraceful. Last week, story, 1 in 8 American cancer patients can't afford their medicine anymore. America falls to 29th in infant mortality. Story today in USA Today, all these states are having to cut back on their health care programs for children. It's a disgrace, folks. We're spending 16.5% of our income on health care. Nobody else is spending more than 11, and we can't figure out how to provide basic care. I'll tell you why. Because the special interests have taken it over, and it has been made worse in the last 8 years. The Republican Congress passed a bill that the president wanted to say that the U.S. government was the only large purchaser of medicine in the country that couldn't bargain for discount prices for the medicine they bought in high volumes for seniors. This Medicare Advantage program, it does give about $550 more of services. The problem is you, the taxpayers, pay the insurance companies $1,100 more to give the $550. Is there anybody here who wouldn't do any job for 100% markup? I'm telling you, you are being ripped off to a fare thee well. If you want a decent health care policy, you got to be for Barack Obama and Joe Biden.
The former president of the United States, Bill Clinton, he's in western Pennsylvania right now, out on the campaign trail for Barack Obama, and he said, Hillary sent me. That's his message to the folks there later tonight. The first time together with Barack Obama out on the campaign trail. We'll continue to watch this story for you. In the meantime, some major political developments now coming in to the Situation Room. Barack Obama appears to be expanding his lead, so much so, we're changing our CNN electoral map. Look at this. Based on several factors, we're moving